Hey, welcome to the Team Babe podcast. I'm Jason, and I'm Babe.
And I'm Robin, and I'm Babe.
Yeah, man. We just wanted to get friendly with y'all, man. We wanted to just hang out, come into your life, come into your room, and just say what's up. Just shoot the shit, you know?
That could be kind of creepy and go in some strange person's room.
I guess. Yeah, your room. Did I say your room?
Yeah. But that's
How about,
okay.
like, you're maybe onto your front stoop.
Okay.
And just say hi. You know, not like Jehovah's Witnesses or anything.
Right.
Just
yeah.
like, what's up?
Yeah.
How's it going? How's your COVID hanging?
I thought it was, how's your father?
Yeah. I think it's how's your father. That's the approved greeting during these times.
Is it?
These trying times.
How's your father? That would be really strange. Why does anybody say that anyway?
I don't know. Isn't that like an Austin Powers joke about some sex act or something like that?
Yeah, but it's supposed to be like, how's your penis or whatever.
Right.
But like how's your...
Like shaking hands or something like that? Like you're holding a penis or something? And shaking.
Or you're like doing the like cough thing. How's your father or something? I I don't know, but
God damn, I'm sweating, man.
Oh my gosh, why? Why are you so sweaty?
Because all of a sudden it does. Somebody turned up the heat.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know where we live, right? Here, I'll give you a sweat rag.
Oh, thank you.
You can dab. Little dab will do ya.
I'm afraid I'm going to go from my normal dewy complexion to a sweaty complexion.
Yeah, well, you know, some people pay for that dewy complexion.
That sweaty complexion?
That kind of like man. Clammy sort of look, you know?
That's why they're broken. You're so paid.
Me is just grease. I'm just greasy. I'm not so much sweaty, but I'm greasy. Like at all times, just greasy.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's so interesting.
Isn't that?
Yeah.
Aren't you glad I told you that?
How'd you get so greasy? Is it your Italian heritage? From the Greek and Italian Isles of the Mediterranean?
I think it is my Italian heritage from the Greek islands.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
That is exactly.
It's my Greek heritage from the Italian islands.
Yeah.
Or it's my Italian heritage from the Greek islands, you know, one or the other.
Maybe it's my like Euro heritage from the Greek restaurant. You know, it's kind of greasy.
Yeah, lamb.
Yeah.
It's kind of a greasy, fatty meat.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. How's all your guys' greasy, fatty meats going?
All right, enough about...
Are they delicious?
Enough.
How was your week?
Enough about penises and meats. Okay, enough. That's it.
All I can picture is like a penis like shaking somebody's hand now. Like a penis that has arms. Like
an Oscar Mayer wiener?
Like that documentary we watched about that certain group that we'll probably discuss later.
Oh, yeah.
And how on their first tour they had a giant dick.
Right.
Like coming out of a box or something on stage. And that was like apparently all a joke or something. And
well, that is a joke. I mean, why would you want that?
Yeah. Right.
Like, why would anybody need that on stage if you're not like... I don't even know why you would need that at all. Maybe. Oh, I know. What if you're like a burlesque performer, and you like strip down, you know, and expose yourself?
Why would you need a big dick coming out of a box?
Because that's the big finale.
But it's like, yeah, it's very confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Women like to do things like
that are confusing.
Well, they do, but I mean, as far as like a stage performance, you know, and props, if you're talking about some giant prop, right? Like, I like to refer to Dita because she's my favorite burlesque performer.
Oh, right.
And she always uses a big, giant martini glass, and she gets in there, you know, with her big olive and splashes around and her little.
Oh, she's
skimpy.
in a martini glass?
Yeah, it's giant.
Does it have like a long stem?
Oh, yeah.
How the fuck does she get in there?
Somebody puts her in there.
And then they wheel her out? God, that is weird.
Or she rides a big tube of lipstick. You know, so girls, they don't necessarily go right to the genitalia. Like, they like to use some other props that they find interesting.
I don't know what
guys don't do that.
I thought you were going to say, like, she rides a big tuba or something like that out there. I was like, what?
It's like burlesque
She's
for
in a
nerds.
fucking tuba. It's like band camp burlesque.
I like that. Maybe she'll do that sometime.
Yeah.
She also wears ballerina shoes.
Okay.
You know, in her little like bra and her pasties.
Is that like sexy or something?
Some people find that sexy. I mean, I know you don't, but
Oh, like yeah, no, yes.
you're like no,
normal people might. Or I don't know, man. Yeah. So anyway, dude, how's your week been going, man?
Fat.
Oh, are you kicking out the jams?
No.
Are you dropping fat beats?
I wish.
Yeah.
No, it's actually about fat on my body.
Oh, that kind of fat. No pH here, man.
No, not this week. No.
Just my pH balance.
No, I if my ass gets any fatter, I'm gonna have to get a wider table. Am I right?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am not impressed with my spare tire.
Okay.
And it's making me mad.
I guess.
Okay, and so I'm gonna have to go on a prison diet and a prison workout.
Oh, nice.
Regime.
You brought your accoutrements over here.
I brought my weights.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna pump the iron?
Yeah.
Oh, is that punching me?
This way? No.
Up?
It's up and down, side to side.
Uh-huh.
Forward, back. I
Okay.
mean, all the angles.
Yeah.
Except it needs to happen on my butt.
How does lifting weights like this do anything for your butt?
That doesn't do a thing.
If your butt had arms, though, similar to a dick that had arms, then maybe it could like push the weight out side to side and then up and down.
I'm thinking about, they make those ankle weights, right?
Yeah. Home arrest things.
No, like for people who are free, but they choose to wear them for fun.
Yeah.
I was thinking like maybe getting a few of those, like sewing them all together, and then I'd strap them around my thighs.
Oh.
And so then every time I move my leg when I'm working out, it's like double the effort,
Wow. Oh, yeah. So like you could turn like, how like weighted blankets are the thing, for people who have sensory stuff.
I don't know anybody like that.
No, I don't know one single person that needs that.
That's lucky.
Or uses it. But I guess there are people out there fucking weirdos. Yeah, so weighted blankets are a thing, but like what about weighted yoga pants?
Oh man.
Dude, like they're filled with sand.
Oh wow. I like where you're going with that.
And so like it makes your butt look bigger in like the places where you want it to.
I don't have any places like that, but yes. But there would be a really delicate balance between the weight of your pants and them falling off while you're doing yoga. So you'd have to have a very big waistband belt situation,
Right. I am already sensing a new category of pornography coming in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the weighted yoga pant porn.
I never want to watch it.
Deal. I will not make you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So how are you?
Oh, man. I mean, every week, every day, every second, every moment is just like a brand new experience.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. Like each one is distinct. I'm remembering and recalling every single one.
Wow.
Yeah. It's really amazing. No, like everything is just running together. It's just a jumble. I have no idea how long it's been. The space madness is definitely setting in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Captain Wren or whatever.
Captain Wren. I'm scanning.
Ren and Stimpy?
Yeah.
I
was scanning the old database. And
you remember the Ren and Stimpy like Space Madness segment?
No.
Where like they're on a... Fuck, I'm sweating. This is my prop. This is my burlesque prop.
You feeling sweaty this week?
Yeah. We get a sip of this martini with some Dita Von Teese in it. Ooh.
Now you're talking my language.
Cool me down. Whoa. Yeah. No, it's all running together. We have we've been doing this for a while, I guess.
I know. I mean, it's kind of we kept it going for like almost a year.
Every week. And
every week.
We're managing so far, knock on steel, knock on stainless, to stay like an episode ahead. So we actually have a little breathing room, which is pretty cool.
That's nice. I think this quarantine situation has helped us get that done.
I guess.
A little
Yeah,
bit.
it is cutting into my video game time a little bit.
Mm.
And
Mm.
my
Mm. Mm.
and my Bosch time.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Mm. No comment.
I got a nice early start today. Today was a work day. I actually did wake up fairly, feeling fairly okay.
You did. You got
I
up
guess.
kind of early, and I was like, you were out of bed before me, and
No, got right out here. Started playing some video games.
So I was in my room, and I was like, oh, I bet
Wow.
Jason's making breakfast and getting started on work and everything. And I was kind of like dilly-dallying, and I was talking to Charlie, and I finally got up, and I was like, you're in here playing Zelda. No breakfast, no coffee, no work. I was like,
Yeah.
but I kept my composure, I felt like.
No, you did. You did great. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And I mean, I did make you breakfast.
You did. And you got your work done.
And I got my work done, and
So,
we did all the things and
I
stuff.
know.
So it's not like I'm a complete deadbeat, like worthless person. I have worth still, I think, maybe.
Because that's what I was saying, was that you were worthless, obviously.
Obviously. It's not the problem about what you're saying. It's what I'm saying inside your head. The little script I might be running over and over again.
You might be. I would like to. I'd like to have like a little horn that I can hear what that is in there.
Would it be an Italian horn?
What is
Kiss me, I'm Italian or something? What's
an Italian horn?
The Italian horn thing? Like it's some pin you wear or some, I don't know. It's like a thing though, probably.
A musical instrument or like a horn that comes out of your head? What are we talking about here?
Yeah, Italians used to have horns. But they don't anymore. They've evolved. They ground them down.
I don't understand what an Italian horn is.
I don't know.
Dumb?
It's just a fucking thing. Like Italian hair. I don't know. That's the problem. All I know is that there's an Italian horn, and I say Italian on purpose. I know it's an Italian horn, but it's like a thing that signifies that you're Italian or Italian or whatever.
A symbol?
Yeah.
But it's just one horn.
It's a fucking horn.
Like a unicorn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess.
Well, I guess I'll look into it because I am like 1% Italian, so maybe I should get a horn and put it on my clothes or whatever you're talking about.
Yeah, you know how like an Irish person might have like a "Kiss Me, I'm Irish" pin.
Sure.
I think an Italian person would have one that said like, "I'm Italian, kiss my horn." Or something like that, which is pretty gross.
Wow, that is gross. I
don't think that's real.
I thought they would have something that said like Italians do it better.
They would have a FBI T-shirt, a full-blooded Italian.
That I've seen.
T-shirt.
Okay, that I understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Well, anyway, let's forget about it. Okay.
So, no, it's been like a few weeks. Or whatever since
it's been 1 week.
Things happened. It's been
that one keeps coming back.
It'll come back forever. Yeah, since I don't have a soundboard, I'll red band. I have to just sing you the little clips until I get my shit together and like remember to plug my little keyboard in.
One of these times, then you can play us some mystery music.
Yeah.
Like while we're talking, like make it
that,
really interesting.
Like that mantis on Space Ghost.
Yeah.
I can secrete my pheromones or whatever.
Are you doing it now?
Somebody crack a window. I don't know. Can you tell? You tell me.
I think so.
Somebody crack a window.
Oh, I mean, I don't really particularly like that show, but I will say that for whatever reason, sometimes these little things get stuck in my head, from shows even I don't like. And I still say, that's pretty risky, like a shark on whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
But a shark on beer is a beer engineer.
Right.
Why?
I don't know.
Why do you need to know that?
Some things just get stuck in there.
That's one of them.
It becomes like a repeating, almost like a movie that you're, running in your head or hearing over and over and over again. We'll get back to that.
Okay.
We'll put a little pin in that for now.
Okay.
We'll get right back to that.
All right. I like that.
But so I hope none of you are injecting any cleaners into yourself to try to defeat the coronavirus, right?
Yeah, I really hope people are not doing that because they would just kill themselves.
Yeah. So I gotta go back. I gotta actually watch that thing, what the president said, because then all these people are saying oh, he's just trolling. He's trolling people. He knows what he's doing. He's just trying to get an uproar out of people who don't like him about this stupid thing.
I mean, I did see some reports that the Poison Control Center received a lot of calls, more than normal. So I injected bleach into my neck, or I drank it, or So I think it had some effect, whatever that might have been. I don't think it was good.
That's not cool.
But hey, do your own research. Don't take my word for it.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun. All right. So
is that your reading rainbow segment?
But you don't have to take my word for it.
Man, if LeVar Burton would just deliver the briefing.
Wow, I would really enjoy it a lot more. I can't even watch it. I mean, I have to just read the synopsis later. I can't sit through that. So much, just so much. And then they have I understand we have to. Everybody's got to be able to hear this and understand it. So they have sign language interpreters. They have captions, right? They have audio. And for me personally, that is too much stuff happening all at once. And it is overwhelming. And I have to not watch it.
Are there people in the background voguing and stuff? Or popping and locking and
if there was, then I'd probably have a seizure.
That would be cool though.
It's too much.
I don't think I've watched one of those. So I don't know.
I see them on social media. Somebody's sharing it and being watch this. And I'm got 2 seconds into it. I'm nope. I'm going to read the summary later. If there's anything important, I'm sure it'll be in the summary.
Yeah. So don't be don't be pulling any Sarah Connors in Terminator 2 and trying to inject. Well, she was injecting it into that psychiatrist's neck, or threatening to get out of prison.
Oh, right. Well, now why did
because the Terminator was coming.
Why would Sarah Connors just have some random thing of bleach in a syringe? Was she hoarding it?
She escaped or whatever. She was on lockdown.
Right.
And she found a syringe because she's in a hospital.
I see. Okay.
And then so her bargaining chip to get past the doors or whatever, because she knows that the fucking Terminator is coming, right?
Yeah.
Is she fills up the syringe with bleach or whatever the cleaner is, and sticks it in the psychiatrist's neck, and then is holding him, let me out of here, you motherfucker.
Right. Yeah.
Whatever. Great. Little did Sarah know that she was, playing into this big COVID situation 20 or 30 years later, however the fuck long it's been, right?
I will. One little side note on that is a true story is that whenever I would get sick when I was a kid, with a cold or a flu or something, if my dad was home, he would spray the room with Lysol, and then he would try to spray me with Lysol if he had to come over next to me for any reason, or touch me, and then he would only he put his hand in a blanket, and then he'd only touch me with the blanket. So, he's been social distancing in regard to sickness for some time now.
Except at first when it came to this thing. Mm-hmm. He's well, this isn't real. Right?
Yeah, right. And now he's super paranoid. So I don't know what changed, but I really hope, he's somebody where I'm I really hope he's not doing that.
Oh, yeah.
That's that's the kind of...
Huffing Lysol or something?
Yeah, that's the kind of weird kind of suggestion that for people that don't really understand science when it comes to biology, it's a real concern,
Right, yeah, I'll kill this thing that's living inside me by killing myself.
Kinda.
So then,
yeah.
Then we're all good. I'll just drink battery acid or something.
It's the logic that goes into alcoholics live longer because they're pickled and it's preserved them from the inside. I mean, that isn't true. That isn't why alcoholics live a long time if they do,
Yeah.
So there are things going on.
For the record, when it comes to your ass, I have no problem with any width
Oh.
that it's achieved. You know, so like I know this is, you know, whatever. I mean, it's your own trip.
I'm in charge of my own butt.
You are. Definitely. I'm not in charge of it. I don't know. That thing's got a mind of its own, you know.
Thank you. I
Yeah, and little
appreciate
hands lifting weights. No, yeah. I mean, it looks great to me. You know, but like you got to be happy with your own thing. I mean, like you can say by that same token, like, oh, I like the way you look, blah blah blah, when you're talking to me or something.
I do.
And that doesn't stop me from being like, oh, fat piece of shit.
Yeah. I think it's more like, and you have a lot of negative self-talk, so that's not good. Because, I mean, really, you could just be like, look at me. Regard.
Regard my asshole.
You know, so it's all about your own attitude about yourself, you know. But I just don't feel very healthy. That's my problem.
Me either, man.
Yeah. So we got to do something about that.
That's why the prison workout
Yeah.
starts Monday.
I think it does start Monday.
Yeah.
Well, check back on that.
Push-ups.
But tonight,
sit-ups,
it's all
pull-ups.
about potato chips.
Tonight. We got one last night. Two
Two
last
more.
nights.
Okay. Because we're really going to pack it on and then
Oh, yeah.
go prison style.
And then it's like fucking, lockdown. You're going to see me just wither away these next few episodes, man. My face is going to get all sucked in. I'm going to look like Mike D from Beastie Boys. Probably.
I hope you don't, because Mike D is not my favorite.
No.
No.
Who's your favorite? Ad Rock?
Ad Rock, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's so bratty.
He is a bratty, little bratty boy.
Such a brat.
Yeah.
That must be why I like you so much.
I am kind of a brat. Yeah, so I mean, man, we're almost a year into this damn thing, huh?
Are you surprised?
No. I know. I knew we had it in us to become big stars, man. I knew we
Cool.
could grow the audience and we could just fucking kick ass.
Just monetize us?
Yeah, just pull in that mailbox money.
Oh, but you know what we are pulling in?
All the sponsorships, we're pulling in.
We're pulling in that mailbox coffee
Oh,
from Northbound.
Indeed, we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's perks, man.
There's perks.
There's perks, just like Gordon Gekko kicks down to Bud Fox in Wall Street. Man, there's perks.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no hookers have come over and taken us like in a ride in the limo. Yeah.
I'm really glad, because if they did, I would have to slap them around.
Oh, well, I mean, it'd be both of us. So,
You're like, you can stay home.
I
okay?
guess if that's your idea of a good time beating up hookers.
Well, if some hooker was like, hey, get in the car, I'd be like, don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, I'm not a party assistant, bitch.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we, in case you didn't know, the Beastie Boys documentary came out yesterday.
Yeah. Apple Plus or whatever.
Yeah, and I had to watch it immediately
Yeah.
because I love the Beastie Boys.
We both did.
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed it. It was kind of fun, and I recommend it.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. LeVar Burton.
But you don't have to take my word for it.
Right. No, I really liked it too. I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm a huge Beastie Boys fan. Not as big as you, but I mean, I've listened to them and I've known them and stuff, and I've definitely become more of a fan, as time has gone on through the 90s and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was interesting because I didn't check out that book they came out with last year or anything, so I didn't know a significant amount of that stuff.
And there's so much more in the book, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of want to get that again to check it out and kind of dive into that. But I don't know. I found the whole thing to be just really fun and enjoyable, and it was kind of weird because it was obvious that it's kind of part of the bit that they were reading off of a teleprompter, and Spike was directing from the control booth or something like that, and talking sometimes or whatever, and that was funny, and it was, I don't know, it was just fun. That didn't bug me too much. But yeah, I think the biggest thing for me was just the inspiration taking inspiration from MCA or whatever. Like
Right.
he was such an interesting, innovative dude who kind of like pushed that whole thing into existence, you know?
Yeah, I think like they said, like if it hadn't been for him, they wouldn't have been a band. Yeah. And there's always that one person in a band that is that person, you know, that's like just the go-getter, kind of like organizer or whatever, you know, and he was
It's kind of like me for this podcast.
Yeah.
You know? Kind of always pushing it forward.
Man, you're getting there. You're making notes with me not even telling you.
I got checklists, man. I'm getting my shit together.
I was impressed. Okay. Oh, yeah. You made checklists and I was like, wow.
Wowie.
Okay. Now we're talking.
Who is this guy? Who invited the hottie into here? Making those checklists.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, it was fun to also see the Free Tibet stuff. And
oh yeah. Could you see yourself out there in the sea?
Couldn't see myself.
Couldn't see yourself.
I was out there somewhere. But the funny thing about all this is that, like, although I liked the Beastie Boys in theory when I was at that particular concert, I was not really that much of a fan. I didn't really know their music at that point. And so, of course, they're like the organizers and the headliners and all this stuff, right? And so when they got on stage, I was like, meh. Then I went and ate a gyro.
When Beastie Boys went on, you like
I dipped out.
Fucked off.
I was just like
ate?
Yeah. Because
and probably like the Porta Johns, there was maybe you could take a table leak or something.
There was no lines. So I was like, hey, this is my moment.
Time to get food and take a dump.
That's right. So like but the part of the reason was there were all these girls that were like, you know, right in the front row for their performance, and they were so gross and irritating. I just couldn't stand it. I was like, I gotta get out of here.
What were they like?
Oh, like taking their boobs out and all this. Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. For sure. That and just like these super hardcore jocks that were just like, I was like, ugh, I gotta get out of here.
Dang, man.
But I remember them in their little jumpsuits and stuff, you know?
Oh.
Like from a distance, like bopping around. And then I was like, all right, well, when that's over, I'll get back over there.
I didn't know that Beastie like stood for something. It was like an acronym.
I know, that was so silly.
Stupid.
That was
funny.
That was like a little kid thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they were really young.
Oh, yeah.
So that makes sense.
14 or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know. Pretty nuts. Yeah, so that was good. Check it out if you get the Apple. If you buy an Apple product. This episode is sponsored by the good company Apple.
Right.
Brought to you by Apple Plus.
Right.
Right?
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Boy.
Talk about mailbox money. Here comes that big check. Boom.
I didn't even know you were out hustling up, you know, that kind of sponsorship.
You know, I can't stop. I'm like a fucking tenacious. Terminator? Yeah. I'm basically a Terminator.
Huh.
Two. I'm two Terminators.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, man, not just one.
Yeah. Sometimes you are like two Terminators.
Yeah. So how was your it's April.
Sure is. It's almost over now.
Yeah. And it's the latter part of April, and there was a particular date in April that certain individuals enjoy imbibing in certain substances.
Right.
How was your 420? Did you head over to Eureka and go to the 420 Fest and all that stuff? And like,
oh, don't you know that they canceled it?
Oh, fuck, really? Did they cancel reggae on the river too?
Don't you mean ragu on the river?
I do.
They canceled that too.
The festival.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know. I mean, I didn't even go when we lived there.
That ain't social distancing.
So, my 420 was a work day. And I know for a lot of people that doesn't matter or whatever, but I just worked, you know, pretty much had a totally regular day.
Just kind of a normal day, right?
But the whole month was 420. So I think for a lot of people that was like an excuse to have, you know, cannabis every day.
April 20th. April 2020. Sorry.
Yes.
I'm just glitching out.
But yeah.
The T1000 stuck a fork into my skull there for a second.
Yeah.
Like little arcs of electricity fucked up my speech patterns.
What did you do for 420?
It was really similar. I mean, it was a raging party of having just kind of a normal day.
I think every day is 420 in California because weed is legal. So I think it's really kind of lost its like excitement, to be honest. I
Yeah.
mean, right? Like maybe in the past it was like one day when cops would maybe look the other way for a minute or something, but now it's just like, well, have at it.
Legalize it.
It is. So it's over.
Shit, we can't sing that song anymore.
No.
No, I mean federally.
Oh, federally. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you might as well. It seems to be working out okay in California as far as I can tell. I see no difference personally, but
Yeah, no, it's all good.
except less people go to jail.
That's good.
And I think that's good.
Especially now with this thing, because aren't they just like releasing everybody that they can? Because if they're in there and they get the COVID, then it just spreads through the prison.
I think that's true. And you know what I just recently saw, speaking of 420 and all that kind of stuff, Madonna, she is making sure that prisoners are going to get their masks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is she handcrafting them
I don't think so.
in her like palace?
She doesn't
in
do
England?
that.
No,
She doesn't do that.
she's not like a hands-on kind of a maker type of person.
No, not at all.
Yeah, the only making she does is millions.
That's right. She makes money.
Boom. This episode sponsored by Madonna.
It's money making, you know.
Wouldn't that be the dream? What if Madonna sponsored a podcast? Our podcast, not just any.
Then I could diet and everything would be fine.
It'd be all over. I just touched my face, man. Oh shit!
Didn't you wash your hands?
I did like 800 times.
I think you're okay.
Scrubbed under my fingernails.
Wow, look at you go.
Oh man,
Cleaning
Dude, I
yourself,
groom
making
like a
lists.
motherfucker.
What is happening?
Yeah, who is this? What is this madness that Nixon has put upon us?
So how about for the main topic of the evening?
Oh, okay.
Why are we here? What are we doing? What are we talking about?
Where am I going?
Who am I? Who are you?
Where did I come from? Wow,
Wow, we're gonna get in trouble here with these songs. You better be quiet,
are we?
right?
We're gonna get a cease and desist for me humming that melody.
You know how
Briefly.
them YouTubers do.
I'll edit it out. I'll
No,
put
you
in
won't. No, you won't.
like a heavy metal riff or something like that.
That's why you need to get your little 707 out here, man.
I do. I got to get that thing soldered up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of alluded to it a little earlier. You know, those things that maybe you see over and over, like experiences that you've had, or recurring dreams,
History
thoughts,
repeats itself.
or songs, that get stuck in your head. And so this is episode 49 overall of the podcast. This is COVID-19 mixtape episode number 8, though.
So we're
number 8. So
8
we are
weeks of our COVID-19.
Yeah, 8 weeks of the COVID-19 mixtape / playlist.
Now, somebody was telling me we haven't actually been sheltering in place for 8 weeks. But I kind of beg to differ. I think things started to go off the rails like 8 weeks ago.
Well, I think there was a point where they kind of made it mandatory, but before that, for maybe a couple weeks, we were kind of like already sort of on lockdown, like kind of following best recommended practices or whatever.
Yeah.
Because we're sheep, and like wake up sheeple. Like it's all.
Can I tell you how much I hate that word?
Sheeple.
Really hate it.
Me too. I do. Yeah. So, I mean, it probably hasn't officially been 8 weeks, but by this measurement, our measurement, the only measurement that
we're
matters,
measuring it by 8 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's
this
the
is
COVID-19.
This is
8.
track 8 on the playlist.
And what is it?
So we chose a special song.
It's very special. It's very near and dear to our hearts.
By a special guy.
Yeah.
He's a special little guy.
Isn't he?
So we chose Movies of Myself by Rufus Wainwright.
Yeah. From the, 2003,
I think so.
2004 release, one, Rufus Wainwright.
If you have no idea what we're talking about, look it up. It's worth a listen even now.
Yeah, the whole album is really, really good. That's another one that I completely overdosed on and only recently can like come back to and actually listen to it and enjoy it because I like listen to it too much,
Yeah,
too
same.
obsessively or whatever.
Same, yeah.
But the song that we picked is "Movies of Myself," and I don't know. It's got some interesting like lyrical themes, I think, and like stuff that kind of fits the theme.
Well, yeah, and I think it's kind of interesting that he chose that Movies of Myself before like selfies and social media kind of totally exploded. He's probably talking like about home movies. He's really probably talking about,
I guess. I mean, you kind of say that and stuff, and we were talking about this the other night when we were thinking about like what the fuck is the next song, and because we do like hours and hours of pre-production. I mean, this is all scripted. We do like 3 rehearsals a week.
Well, we do a little bit of arguing. I'll say that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You are disagreeable as fuck, and me too. I don't know if you're as disagreeable as Naomi Campbell, but I think you might be.
Wow.
No,
Wow.
I think you're nicer about it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, definitely to me. You might not be to like somebody else that you didn't like care as much about. You might be kind of like a little more abrasive.
And so does disagreeable mean like if I go like, well, I don't know if that's really the right song, like maybe we should look for another one? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, I mean, I think like the definition of disagreeable is just like not agreeing on, not like just automatically like saying,
I gotcha.
yep, I'm on board with that. If you really aren't, you're going to let me know, which
Okay.
is I think is good and stuff. Like disagreeableness is like not a bad thing.
Got it. But maybe it gets old sometimes.
It can be.
Yeah.
It can be like if you're just a straight up bitch about it, but you're not ever.
Sometimes
You've never been in your whole entire life. God, I used the B word again.
What kind of a person are you?
Not directed to you.
No? I think so. It's all right.
Fuck.
I can take it. Because, I can be like that. Like that is my natural state. And I work hard to remove myself from my natural state. But, I slip up. I do. I admit it.
So you think it's more like home movies that he's talking about. But I really think that it's just like the mental. I think he's thinking like, because I do this. And I feel like Rufus and I probably have some similarities, like we're way different people or whatever, but I kind of feel like that's where this song is sort of coming from. It's like he's replaying these things that have happened in his life over and over and over again.
His memory of himself.
It's like, and really memory is like that, like
yeah.
You've said that you're a very visual person, and I know that. And I don't think I am as much, but still there are certain things that I see over and over, experiences from the past or whatever, that I kind of like relive either when I'm just thinking or like nodding off to sleep or dreaming or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what it brought up for me.
Mm-hmm.
But then like also movies of yourself can be like obsessing. Right.
Yeah.
Because, or, like obsessing like I did listening to this album.
Right.
Where it's like you just do it so much over and over and over again that you can't handle it anymore.
Right.
Or whatever. So it sort of has this like madness aspect to it to me too, where you're kind of like, what week is it? You're just like.
Right. Yeah. I've done this so many
disconnected
times.
with what's actually going on and just thinking about over and over like what happened before.
Right. And I think like in this particular situation where we're all at home, movies of myself to me also makes me think of like, oh, we're gonna have a video chat. Oh, we're gonna get on Zoom. Oh, we're gonna take a selfie video.
It's like literally movies
of yourself all day long for all these different reasons. Sometimes it's work, sometimes it's for fun, but basically like you're just constantly taking movies of yourself, even if they're not recorded. It's like for me, I feel like in this situation, I'm seeing myself on video over and over and over and over again through all these meetings and calls and stuff. And so that to me starts to feel like a loop. Like, here I am. I'm back on the screen again.
And it's really distracting because you're not supposed to see yourself when you're talking or
Right.
whatever. I don't know.
It's very unnatural.
It is unnatural, and especially like with the delay, like that's inherent in technology right now. Like with video call, there's like just enough of a slight delay to like kind of throw you off a little bit
and remove you from the situation.
A little bit. I mean,
it does that for me.
I really dislike video. We were talking about this before too, like video meetings and chats and stuff like that. But I like this experience. Well, and I work, for a almost completely remote company too, so I do it all the time for work.
Yeah.
So for work, it's like something I've grown to be fine with and accept, and
sure,
or whatever. And I think like this experience of being home and not being able to like go see my family or whatever, but having the ability to do video chats and stuff has been like, oh, okay.
That's kind of helpful.
I actually like it, and it's good.
To me, it still feels like work. Unfortunately.
Yeah. There's a strong work association with like video.
I have a very low tolerance for nonsense on these calls because it's just like, I just want to like get off of it because it just feels like a meeting, even if it's just with a friend.
Yeah.
I don't know. So.
Well, and here we are taking movies of ourselves every week now. Hey.
Here we are once again.
And then, I don't know, do you ever watch these?
I do.
Like a little bit?
A little bit.
Yeah. So I've been editing the video.
Yeah. Look at you go.
Figured out how to do that.
Syncing up the audio.
Yeah.
Thank goodness, because I don't have time for that right now.
Yeah. I mean, it does cut into my video game time, but I'm cool with it because, like, it's fun. It's a creative outlet or whatever, and it's a good thing to learn how to do.
Thank you for making that sacrifice, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, it's it's a big deal or whatever, but it feels good.
I mean, I take my hat off to you.
Yeah. You're welcome, babe, and you're welcome. Gigantic audience that loves watching and listening to this.
I know. I mean, by the time somebody actually watches these things, we'll have it all figured out.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I mean, it's going to be like a Swiss watch up in this piece. Nathaniel Hornblower is going to,
Yeah. Right. He's going to approve. He's going to get in here and direct, Yeah, so like I listened to the song again today, and there's also a Facebook Live, maybe there's an Instagram Live also from Rufus that he's been doing a song every day.
Oh, yeah, the Quarantunes.
Quarantunes. And I wasn't really expecting that much out of that, you know what I mean? Like, I remember I saw, maybe it was like the second day or third day, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, he's, at home, like, and I just kind of thought maybe he was just doing like a couple lines from a song or something.
Oh, like a one-off or like...
Yeah, but no, he's like doing a full-blown performance each day without, on the weekend, every day, of a song of his. And like this one in particular is worth looking up because he, just plays on the piano and just does it like totally a cappella. No mic. I mean, someone's just filming him on a phone, and
right.
like
it's just him singing with the piano.
It's really good.
Yeah,
like I can sing.
That guy's got an amazing voice.
I mean, I feel like it's even maybe gotten better over time because I felt like when we saw him in concert, I thought, well, this is probably like the peak.
Yeah.
That
was like in the middle or maybe even toward the end of a big tour too. And like I remember, I think like. So when we saw Rufus, we saw him in Sacramento, and it was like right before or right after the big shows that were actually recorded for like the DVD release of Want One or whatever that came out after the album
from the San Francisco
a year later.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was before or after, but like his voice was pretty shredded when we saw him.
Yeah.
Like some of those high notes that he was holding out, like he would crack or break on every once in a while.
Right, but that was probably just because he like gave it his all in the recording, which makes sense. So it was like a messy show sort of, but it was more fun that way.
It was great. It was amazing. Super good.
But those Quarantunes are worth watching. I feel like because he's just funny. He's a funny person. At least he's my kind of humor. He makes me laugh, even if he's not trying to make you laugh. Like he's just funny.
It's kind of silly.
And these are also robe recitals, so he's in his robe, and he's never dressed, and so sometimes his robe is kind of short.
Is that exciting?
Well, Not
Is it
particularly.
like a forbidden fruit situation or something?
For me personally, no. For other people, probably. I mean, I'm not sexually attracted to him because I know he's gay. You know what I mean? But I do find him charming and entertaining.
Mm.
I mean, I feel like I could hang out with him and we could be, buddies.
Yeah, like Karen and Jack.
Yeah, like Karen and Jack. Yeah.
Blink, blink, blink.
Except
this
he'd
way.
he'd probably be Karen.
Pretend to talk to somebody. Look that way. Oh, hi. Pretend to talk to somebody. Blink, blink,
oh
blink.
honey. Oh.
Can I talk to your manager?
Yeah. I kind of kicked myself that we didn't talk to him at his show. I mean, we hung around long enough to.
Did we?
Yeah, to do that, but I think we were. We lost our nerve.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of wonder. Yeah. I don't know. He seemed a little unapproachable to me.
True. The other part of this song that I think really kind of makes sense for this playlist is that there is some desperation here, and I think there's a lot of desperation in this album. But I think it's because of a either unrequited love or a heartbreak or wanting to go back to the past and fix something or bring something back that's gone. To me, that's like he's going in these circles in the song,
Yeah. Start giving me something, a love that's longer than a day. Stop making my heart sing or sell or sing or whatever, something that it doesn't want to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
I turned that corner, already have run. Like, it's just kind of like I'm coming back to the same old, like
patterns, man.
Yep. But my favorite line from the song is that little a Saturday Evening Post edition by Jesus or a little piece of bacon never eaten by Elvis. I feel like if you found either one of those objects, it'd be like something that would be in the Inquirer, it would make like national news. Woman finds Saturday Evening Post written by Jesus, new at 5. Or if you
Is that
actually
some like alien shit or something?
No, it's just like the most ridiculous thing you can think of, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why
That's
would
pretty
Jesus
ridiculous.
write the Saturday Evening Post?
Yeah.
Also,
I don't even think he wrote English.
I don't even think he wrote anything. Actually, wasn't he a carpenter?
What, a carpenter can't write? Jeez, man.
Well,
fucking prejudiced against carpenters much?
Did he even have paper? I mean, come on. So anyway, well, maybe he wrote some beautiful music we don't know about.
Papyrus, man.
Some Jesus music that we have missed. But if you found a piece of bacon, okay, like on the road, there's just a piece of bacon. It's on the side of the road, and it was half eaten, and somehow you knew
that was Elvis's bacon
had eaten the other part of it. Wouldn't you feel like a miracle had happened or something like a rainbow came down and you just were like, I figured this out. It's amazing.
No.
Well,
I would not be interested in that at all.
Wouldn't it make the best story of all time?
Do you think there's literally some preserved piece of bacon at Graceland or something like that that's on a plate? You went to Graceland. You didn't go in the museum.
I wouldn't go in.
You protested.
Another time. Maybe there is a peanut butter and banana sandwich. Okay, fried, that they dipped in copper or something. I mean.
Oh. Well, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
That's possible.
Yeah, I don't. That is a kind of a funny line, I guess. I don't know.
You don't like it, do you?
Not really.
Why
The bacon kind of bugs me.
A little piece of bacon never eaten by Elvis? What is that? Why is that bothering
First
you?
off, I mean, the first line is so sacrilegious, man. And you know how much I love Jizo.
Well,
you know how much I love Elvis.
Anybody that loves Jesus, definitely call him Jizo. Yeah, I do. And so I'm just impressed with the fact that this particular line is sung over this weird little, like, up and down and over and in and out little melody that makes like no sense and is impossible to sing, combined with words that are just like a big mouthful of nonsense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's kind of like the fun of Rufus. It's like, well, I'll have some chocolate cake, with some chocolate mousse on the top, and then I'll have a side of chocolate milk.
Yeah. And I'll have like a chocolate whipped cream enema.
And it's a little too much, but it's funny and fun.
Yeah, I think that was the first thing about Rufus that like got me hooked was like, holy shit, like the lyrics, like, and actually sitting down, listening to the music and reading along with the lyrics and stuff and hearing how he like would take lines over the bars and stuff like that of the music and everything, like, and yeah, the phrasing and all this stuff. I don't know. It just was like, wow, it's really impressive.
It'll mess with your head a little bit because it is so impressive, and he seems to just do it like for shits and giggles. It doesn't seem to really cause him a lot of strife. It just sort of like off the cuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It sort of happens. But that's part of the charm.
Right. Well, we are the Rufus Wainwright Fan Club of America, I think.
That's probably true. No, it's not true. He's actually, people are watching his quarantines.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Is he getting a lot of...
I think he's got some...
A lot of action?
I think so.
Cool.
I know.
Good for Rufus.
I want to go live at his house.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
I want to go camp in his yard.
I know. He has this really nice house in L.A.
Huh.
Yeah. Looks like a nice place to hang out.
Looks like a nice place to be quarantined.
It does,
Yeah.
But like we said, no matter how nice your house is, if you gotta stay there, it might not be so nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's also part of this song, The Movies of Myself, where he's like talking about putting that old dog down. That makes me think of like, like killing nostalgia or whatever. Like the movie, like eventually you just have to like, dude, if I kept listening to Radiohead, The Bends, like I did for, about 2 months in 1995, like I'd probably be in a mental institution.
Good thing I stepped in there, huh?
Yeah. It inspired me in so many ways. Much like Radiohead did.
I think I interrupted the Radiohead is kind of what I meant.
It was a girl interrupted situation.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, no, like, so eventually it's like when you have these patterns or these like movies or these things you're telling yourself, you have to like find some way to interrupt them. And that putting the old dog down thing, it's like, man, this thing is really like whatever purpose it had. I mean, it's sad, like,
Yeah.
but the thing, it's suffering.
Right. Well, it's you. You're the thing that's suffering.
Exactly.
Yeah. And there is something to that. You can't always just keep dabbling in nostalgia. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you really do have to let it go. Stop.
Totally. Yeah. So that's the theme of this week is letting go and letting God. Just giving in. You said something funny. You said you thought that this song was just about Rufus trying to bone straight guys.
Yeah. I think there's something to that. Well, see, he had to stop doing the same old thing. Rufus's deal was like he always fell in love with straight guys. Well, what a terrible situation. You can't ever really take that very far. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's his trap that he always falls into.
That tender trap.
But yeah, like, so the other thing I realized about this situation that we're in and the movies of yourself is that celebrities are also making movies of themselves, and they're making them all the time and at home and in all kinds of situations, which they were doing that anyway, but now they're like really doing it. You know what I mean?
Like, it's cranked up. Like, it's definitely...
Yeah.
There's some extra juice behind it because there's nothing
they
else
can't perform. They can't go do their thing, which is really hard for performers. And I have to say, there's part of me that wishes that this particular situation could have happened. I mean, I wish it couldn't happen at all. But if it had to happen in like 1995, I would have been in like hog heaven, man.
Yeah, but how would you have been able to see it?
Well,
What you really wish is that you were yourself from 1995 or 96 now.
Yeah.
And so we had social media, we had
Right.
all this video ability and stuff. Because otherwise, you would just been watching like people send in VHS tapes to MTV or something like that to play them, and like
right.
it would have been pretty fucked up.
They would have been called in via satellite. Yeah, you're right. There's a part of me that can't really indulge in all this, right now. But I would have been way deep into it because like I had this like major celebrity obsession.
Yeah,
like
I know.
Bad.
You had one.
I had it, but I put that old dog down.
Killed that nostalgia for the old celebrity obsession.
Don't you
right?
know?
I mean,
you noticed?
You've kind of had to moderate some of that.
Sad times.
It's a real
had to grow
bummer
up.
situation.
I had to grow up and quit worrying about what celebrities do.
Peter Pan finally had to grow up, man.
Oh, right. Right. That's me.
Just wanted to be stay a kid, stay a boy forever or whatever.
That was always my dream, to be a kid forever. Oh, man.
How's my hair?
Uh-oh.
Did I get a little thing?
There you go. All better.
Oh, good. Thank you. Thanks for the touch up.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's Movies of Myself. Check out Rufus Wainwright. Want One. My favorite Rufus album, In Quarantunes, and listen to the song. Let us know what you think. If you guys have any ideas or thoughts for other songs that would make a good addition to the COVID-19 mixtape, let us know.
I know.
Hopefully it's sort of fun for us to be able to do this and like kind of think about it in that way. It gives us a project to do.
Yeah, true.
And so if you want to participate in that and let us know, then send them our way. And hopefully all you out there are finding some sort of like projects to do and stuff too, to keep yourself sane.
It's necessary. You got to have a project.
Yeah, whether it's baking, sourdough rye or, I don't know, planting your garden or something like that, or playing hours and hours of video games.
Yeah.
Dude, I beat the fourth. I got the fourth Divine Beast on Breath of the Wild today.
Oh, wow.
Mere hours ago.
Wow. What do you want to do to celebrate?
It was intense. I want to record a podcast. Can we do that?
Oh, we did it.
Whoa.
We celebrated.
We did? Did it happen? It's like I blinked
happening.
and it all happened.
Awesome.
Just my life.
Just like these days and days and days of this situation. It just happened.
That's right, man. Just keeps happening, and it's just going to happen as long as it's going to happen.
All right. Well,
and that's what's happening.
All right. So
that's the news from Lake Wobegon. Sorry.
Where all the kids are above average.
Oh, I have a foot cramp so fucking bad.
Okay. Well, then it's time to say goodbye.
I better go hydrate.
All right.
Babe, I love you.
I love you too, babe.
Did I say that right? I love you, babe.
Babe, I still love you.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Later.